Hi, I'm Mo Brown with Your Personal Best Fitness in South Burlington, Vermont, and welcome to episode 1 of exercises you can do with a Swiss ball. Now, a Swiss ball is also known as a stability ball and also just known simply as an exercise ball. And it's something that I found most people have in their home, but usually it's in a closet somewhere, or if it is inflated at all, it's usually underinflated. And also I find most people don't realize just how many exercises can be done with the ball itself. So this is episode 1 of my short video series on exercises which can be done with just you and the exercise ball, no added accessories needed. And the exercise I want to focus on today is a real good ab exercise. It's a basic ab exercise, but highly effective when done correctly. But before we get into that, let's actually make sure the ball is inflated fully. And a good general rule is to inflate it to the point that you can push in 2 inches, no further. So once your ball is inflated to that level, we can begin. This exercise is a Swiss ball crunch. It's highly effective at strengthening the abdominal muscles when done correctly. So to get started, I find a great thing to do is to just sit down on the ball and then slowly lower yourself into starting position. So that starting position involves the low back on the ball, legs are bent 90 degrees, feet are slightly wider than hip width apart, chin is off the chest, arms could be either crossed like so, or hands can be placed behind your head. Whatever you're more comfortable with. However, just make sure that chin isn't on the chest. You don't want to be doing this. You want to keep that chin up. So now that I'm in starting position, to do the actual exercise, I'm going to keep my abs tight, keep them contracted, and I'm going to push my low back into the ball. As I crunch my torso up, I'm going to pause at the top of the rep for a second, and I'm going to slowly come back down again. Exhaling as I lift, inhaling down, and repeating a nice slow pace. So you notice as I'm coming down to the point in which my torso is parallel with the floor. I'm not going so low that my torso is wrapped around the ball. When I do this, it stretches out the abs a little bit, but it takes resistance off them. So I'm not getting as much strengthening benefit when I do that. So to really keep the maximum strength gains on the abs, I want to come down to parallel and repeat. And repeat that entire motion. Nice controlled movements, exhaling up, inhaling down. Those abs are always working. So another note about this exercise is really focusing on that leg position. You don't want your legs to help you out in the exercise. So you don't want to be doing this. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but that can be done to even subtle degrees, and it takes away the effectiveness of the ab exercise. So to really hit those abs fully, once again, legs are 90 degrees, and you got that slightly wider than hip width stance. And another little tidbit that actually can work quite well, I do it a lot myself, is to pick the heels off the floor, and that way you're less likely to use those legs in the movement. So once again, when done correctly, a highly effective ab exercise, and all you need is the ball. So I'd like to give you one addendum to that video, to that instruction for Swiss ball crunches. Your body position will play a role in how difficult the exercise is. So, for example, this position here, where my body is angled downward, that's going to be easier to do than a position where my torso is parallel with the floor. There's more of my body hanging off the ball. So my suggestion is you start down here, do the exercise here with your body angled downward slightly, and then as your fitness improves, as your ab strength improves, roll back so there's more of your torso hanging off the ball and you're more parallel with the floor in your starting position. And that will increase the degree of difficulty, allowing you to progress in your abdominal strength.